Welcome to Legal Limits and Restrictions in Cannabis Retail, part of our Cannabis Regulations and Compliance module in the Basics category at Hemp Temps University. In this episode, we'll explore the importance of being educated on legal limits and restrictions in cannabis retail, ensuring compliance with regulations and fostering responsible practices. Being educated on legal limits and restrictions in cannabis retail is crucial for maintaining regulatory compliance, ensuring public safety, and upholding industry integrity. Through comprehensive training, covering legal requirements, product regulations, and responsible sales practices, industry professionals empower their teams to confidently navigate legal complexities and ensure adherence to applicable laws. Before we get into key aspects of this education, it's vital to understand a crucial element. While regulations may vary by state, our aim is to develop a comprehensive training program encompassing essential legal principles applicable across all jurisdictions. This ensures that what you learn meets or exceeds the restrictions in your state. 1. Understanding legal requirements and regulations. You need to have a thorough understanding of local, state, and federal laws governing cannabis retail, including legal age restrictions, possession limits, product packaging and labeling requirements, and advertising restrictions. Depending on what state you are in, regulations and limits will vary. You will need to access regulatory resources, official guidelines, and training materials to help stay informed about legal requirements and compliance obligations relevant to their roles and responsibilities. 2. Communicating product, regulations, and restrictions. Understand product regulations and restrictions, including THC potency limits, product testing requirements, prohibited additives, and restrictions on the sale of certain products, such as cannabis-infused edibles or high-potency concentrates. You will need to be able to identify compliant products, recognize prohibited substances or contaminants, and ensure that all products offered for sale meet regulatory standards and quality assurance criteria. 3. Educating on legal age requirements and verification procedures. You must be able to understand the legal age requirements for purchasing cannabis products in their jurisdiction and the importance of verifying customers' ages to prevent underage sales. You will need training on age verification procedures, including the acceptable forms of identification, techniques for identifying fraudulent IDs, and legal obligations for refusing sales to underage individuals. 4. Promoting responsible sales practices. Promote responsible sales practices, emphasizing the importance of verifying customer IDs, adhering to legal possession limits, and refusing sales to intoxicated or impaired individuals. Encourage yourself and your team to engage in proactive customer communication, provide accurate information about product effects and dosages, and encourage responsible consumption habits among customers. 5. Training on compliance protocols and procedures. Understand comprehensive compliance protocols and procedures, including inventory management, record-keeping requirements, security measures, and reporting obligations. Ensure that you understand their responsibilities for maintaining compliance with regulatory standards, following established procedures, and reporting any suspected violations or discrepancies to management or regulatory authorities. 6. Reinforcing ethical and professional conduct. Reinforce ethical and professional conduct among yourself and team, emphasizing the importance of integrity, honesty, and transparency in all interactions with customers, colleagues, and regulatory officials. Lead by example and cultivate a culture of compliance and accountability within the organization, recognizing and rewarding employees who demonstrate a commitment to upholding legal standards and ethical principles. In conclusion, educating yourself on legal limits and restrictions in cannabis retail is essential for ensuring compliance with regulations, promoting responsible practices, and upholding the integrity of the cannabis industry. By receiving comprehensive training on legal requirements, product regulations, age verification procedures, responsible sales practices, compliance protocols, and ethical conduct, industry professionals can empower employees to navigate legal complexities confidently and contribute to a safe, compliant, and reputable cannabis retail environment. Well done on completing Educating on Legal Limits and Restrictions in Cannabis Retail, part of the Cannabis Regulations and Compliance module in the Basics category by Hemp Temps University. Keep up the good work and advance on to the next lesson in this module.